Vinita, when do I start? It's 7:25 already.
For 5 minutes, Mataji. 5 minutes.
Sure?
7:30 exactly. Because today they did not put notification. I have to send the link now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want, to make the people who joined wait, Let's see.
Yeah, because we did not send the notification, right, Mataji? Now the link is sent. They will come. Let's give 4 minutes. That's it. We're 5 minutes late than the regular time. Yeah, I said Mataji forgot to send that notification.
Mukund, you want to sing bhajan, beta? I mean, Kirtan? Hare Krishna Mamantra?
Okay, Mataji.
Yes.
Mataji, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah, now I can't hear you.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namah Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namah Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Vishradharine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Vishradharine. Shri
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda, Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
Thank you, Mukund. Thank you for so beautifully chanting. So we read the Mangalacharan prayer. So maybe we can just dive right into the shloka today. So this is the shloka we are going to learn today. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, Mataji, I can see.
Sure. Yeah. So Any volunteers who want to go word after word with me? Okay, Miraculous Mukund, you are it. Okay. Tasyaiva
Tasyaiva
hetoho
hetoho
prayateta
prayateta
kovido
kovido
na labhyate
na labhyate
yad bhramatam
yad bhramatam
uparyadha
uparyadha
tallabhyate
talabhyate
dukkavad anyatah
dukkhavad anyatah
sukham
sukham
kalena sarvatra
kalena sarvatra
gabhira ramhasa.
gabhira ramhasa.
Okay, we'll go line by line, okay? Tasyaiva heto prayatet kovido
तस्यैव हेतोः प्रयतेत कोविदो
न लभ्यते यद्भ्रमतामुपर्यथः
न लभ्यते यद्भ्रमतामुपर्यथः
तस्यैव हेतो प्रयतेत कोविदो
तस्यैव हेतोः प्रयतेत कोविदो
न लभ्यते यद्भ्रमतामुपर्यथः
न लभ्यते यद्भ्रमतामुपर्यथः
तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यथ सुखम्
तल्लभ्यते दुःखवद अन्यथा सुखम्
तल्लभ्यते दुःखवद्
तल्लभ्यते दुःखवद
अन्यथ सुखम्
अन्यथा सुखम्
तल्लभ्यते दुःखवद् अन्यतः सुखम्
तल्लभ्यते दुःखवद् अन्यथा सुखम्
तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यतः सुखम्
तल्लभ्यते दुःखवद् अन्यथा सुखम्
तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यतः सुखम्.
तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यथा सुखम्.
Very nice, Mukul. तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यतः सुखम्.
तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यथा सुखम्.
तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यतः सुखम्.
तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यथा सुखम्.
कालेन सर्वत्र गभीररंहसा
कालेन सर्वत्र गभीररंहसा
तस्यैव हेतो प्रयतेत कोविदो
तस्यैव हेतोः प्रयतेत कोविदो
न लभ्यते यद्भ्रमतामुपर्यदः
लभ्यते यद्भ्रमतामुपर्यधः
न लभ्यते यद्भ्रमतामुपर्यधः
लभ्यते यद्भ्रमतामुपर्यधः
तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यतः सुखम्
तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यथा सुखम्
कालेन सर्वत्र गभीररंहसा
कालेन सर्वत्र गभीररंहसा
तस्यैव हेतो प्रयतेत कोविदो
तस्यैव हेतोः प्रयतेत कोविदो
न लभ्यते यद्भ्रमतामुपर्यधः
न लभ्यते यद्भ्रमतामुपर्यधः
तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यतः सुखम्
लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यथा सुखम्
कालेन सर्वत्र गभीररंहसा.
कालेन सर्वत्र गभीररंहसा.
Thank you, Mukund. That was beautiful chanting. Okay, let's Tulsi Manjari, you have a question? Tulsi
No,
Manjari Mataji?
That's just to recite.
Oh, you want to recite?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
तस्यैव हेतो प्रयतेत कोविदो न लभ्यते यत् प्रमतमुपर्यथा तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यतः सुखं कालेन सर्वत्र गभीररंहसा.
Beautiful, Mataji. Thank you so much. Okay, let's, shall we delve into the meanings of this verse? Anybody, any words stand out to you? Please raise your hand or just unmute and go ahead. Any words that look familiar to you?
Prayate is sukham. It means happy.
Yeah, Sukham is happy. Very nice. Yeah, what are the words? Somebody
And,
said Prayatna.
Prayatna
and,
is like effort.
Yeah,
and Dukhabad means something related to like sadness.
yeah.
Go with
So,
the like
mm-hmm.
skillful,
Kovido is what? Sorry.
like a skilled person, something, some.
Yeah, scholar. Very nice. Yeah, very
Mataji,
nice.
also Anyata sounds like it is or
Yeah,
like
Dukhavad Anyatha
Dukh or
Sukham.
Dukh. Yeah, Sukh.
Yeah, happiness or distress, right? Yeah, very good. Anybody else? Any other words? Labhyate. It's a very common word.
Like yield or something like that.
Yeah, labha.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, gain, right?
Yeah.
Gain.
Yeah. Right.
Very nice. So most of the words, we have guessed. Sarvatra,
Everything, all.
Everywhere.
Kalena.
Or
Time.
time.
Yeah. Gabhira Ramhasa, I don't expect any of us to know. It's not like very common, right? Yeah, but we'll learn those two words today. So shall we try to decipher the meaning line by line? Tasya iva. Tasya means,
Therefore.
yeah, tasya means that, or them, or who, like that. Tasya iva heto prayateta kovido. So prayateta kovido means we know, right? Prayata means making an effort. Kovido means like scholarly people, or like elevated personalities. So what do you think they will be making an effort for? Learned people?
To know about Supreme.
Know about the Lord
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
to do like yoga.
Yeah, so the like the exalted personalities, they always are, their aim is set upon the supreme personality of Godhead, right? So tasya eva, here it is referring to actually the higher goal of life, which is nothing but attaining Krishna prema. Okay, tasya eva hetu. Hetu means the reason, like hetu is a common Hindi word also. We say what is the hetu for it, like the reason. Tasya eva hetu prayateta. So what is these prayatna, these kovidos, what do they make efforts for? The reason is tasyaiva, for the higher purpose, they are making efforts. Na labhyate yad brahmatam uparyadha. What does it mean? Na labhyate means you don't get it by yad, even if you brahmatam. Brahmatam means what?
Illusion.
Brahman karna, like they say in Hindi. I don't know if you've heard.
Illusion, Mataji?
That is different. Brahma, that is Brahma. Brahmatam is like Brahman karna, like they say.
Speculate or something.
No, Brahmatam.
Circumambulating means going around
yeah,
the
pilgrimage, or
Yes.
Brahmatam is to like go like on a pilgrimage, like that, like Brahmatam is going, basically. That's what it means. Na labhyate yad brahmatam upari adaha. Upari adhaha means what? Upari means easy. In Hindi also same word is there. Upari, upar means what?
top or
Yeah, above. Like, you don't get this by going to even the heavenly planets, or even going as far as the Brahmaloka. Adhaha means, we know this word. Upari opposite is Adho gachanti tamasa. We have learned like that one verse.
Lower.
Yeah, lower planets. So, like you don't gain this by even, like going from upper to lower planetary systems too. Tal labhyate dukhavad anyatha sukham. So, so it is as, as you get dukha in life, like, do we ask for dukha in our life? We don't. We never ask for any misery in life, but misery and happiness, they come and go by themselves, right? We are not in particular aspiring for any kind of misery, but we see that, we have some happy moments and some miserable moments, like that. So what this verse is trying to say is that, whatever happens in this material world, there is no point, going up and down the material planetary systems in, in pursuit of some happiness, like heavenly pleasures like that, because all these pleasures and happiness and misery, they just come by themselves. And kalena sarvatra gabhira ramhasa, like how, with the passing of time, these things actually go up and down. So these COVID, though, they are not looking for such momentary or transient pleasures. Their aim, the prayateta heto, the reason is tasyaiva. It's already always set on the higher purpose. So tasyaiva heto prayateta kovido na labhyate yad bhramata uparyada. So you don't get this, by moving up and down the planets. Tallabhyate dukhavad anyata sukham. Just like how, you get either happiness or misery on their own accord, right? We don't ask for any misery, but we face misery. So it happens, kalena sarvatra gabhira, just like how with the passage of time, these things happen. So that's what is being mentioned in this verse. So we should actually set our goal and our focus on the higher purpose. Let's go word by word for this. Okay. Anybody wants to read the synonyms? Any volunteers? Okay, let me go ahead and read. Tasya, for that purpose. Eva, only. Hetoho, reason. Prayateta, should endeavor. Kovidaha, one who is philosophically inclined or like a scholarly person. Na labhyate, is not obtained yet. What? Brahmatam, wandering. Upari adaha, from top to bottom. Tat, that. Labhyate, can be obtained. Dukhavat, like the miseries. Anyata, as a result of previous word. See how Prabhupada translates anyata here. Sukham, sense, enjoyment. Kalena, in course of time. Sarvatra, everywhere. Gabhira, subtle. Ramhasa, progress. Persons who are actually intelligent and philosophically inclined should endeavor only for that purposeful end, which is not obtainable even by wandering from the topmost planet Brahmaloka down to the lowest planet Patala. As far as happiness derived from sense enjoyment is concerned, it can be obtained automatically in course of time, just as in course of time we obtain miseries even though we do not desire them. Beautiful, right? So it is giving us a message on where our, eyes, what goal our eyes should be set on. So it should be for higher purposes, for that purposeful end. Tasya eva. So what is that purposeful end? It is the devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Is this verse clear? Anybody has any questions? Okay, let's move on to the previous verse. Okay, anybody wants to recite this verse, which we did last class? Any volunteers?
Should I, Mataji?
Yeah, please go ahead, Prabhuji.
Tyaktva swadharmam charnambujam hare bhajan apakvo atapate tato yadi yatra kvava badram abud amushakyam kovarta apto bhajatam swadharmata.
Thank you, Prabhu. Can you just try to give the meaning for this verse, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. Swadharma is our constitutional position. Tyaktva means those who left everything for
Give up.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, give up.
Give up, yeah. For the devotees who have surrendered to the lotus feet of Krishna, for them,
bhajan apakvo athapate tato yadi.
Yeah, means
even if, yeah,
even if they fall down temporarily, yatra kva vabhadram abud amushikim, means
what is the laws,
Yeah.
right? Like that.
What is the laws? Yeah. Kovartha apto bhajatam swadharmata.
Abhajatam swadharmata.
Yes, Mataji. Means those bhajatam, abhajatam is those who do not do the devotional service.
But are still, following the occupational duties, but without any, devotion involved in it. So kova artha apto. So what is the gain,
use?
right?
Yeah, what is the gain?
Yeah, it's useless, right? I mean, even if a person takes, he gives up his occupational duties and does like devotional service, and even if he falls down or makes mistake, here it's been clearly conveyed that that is way, way better than, a person who very meticulously does everything in life, but has no devotional inclination in it, right?
Yes,
Many
Mataji.
times we see this, right? In a communist economy, they like workers worship, and they like just do your duty and everything will be fine. So do you think that's a good idea?
No, Mataji. That's what Prabhupada is telling. Even little devotional service with imperfections also, it is far better than doing occupational duty very perfectly. That's what Prabhupada is telling.
Yeah, so but I mean, okay, let me just give the scenario. I would like to hear from all of you. Like, supposing there is a devotee who is just practicing a sadhaka, and he makes some mistakes, like some mistakes which are kind of glaring. And then there is another person who is not a devotee, but he is very meticulous, he's very well placed in society. He is like on the top positions, making a lot of money, and, like following a very pious life, giving charity to others, and, being very kind and soft spoken, and, all those kinds of things. So what do you think people's reaction will be?
People's reaction is other way around, Mataji. Second, they prefer. But as per Prabhupada, the first person is far better than the second person. But general view is it is other way around. They think that the second person is doing great like that. That is my thinking, Mataji.
Yeah, generally that's the mood, right? Oh, that person is so meticulous, they do everything well, and no wonder he is highly, placed in society, and he's doing so well because, he has all the great virtues. But this person, he's given up everything, but he's like still faltering. He says he claims to be on the devotional path, but, still that person is way better than him. Like people do make such comparisons, right? We see that all the time, don't we?
Sure. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, it's
But this only devotees can understand, Mataji.
yeah.
The others cannot understand how to what we should do, Mataji.
Yeah, well, that's the reason we need association, right? Otherwise it's very difficult to, you know uh, go the other way, because that's easier, because people tend to recognize it, and, it's more tangible in that sense that people can see it. But then going the devotional path is it's not easy, right? I mean, you have to make so many sacrifices. Like one Prabhuji was giving a class one day. When you plant a seed, some plants, they immediately grow up and give you the fruits. But like bamboo, when you plant, it takes like 6 months inside for the roots to strengthen, and only then a small shoot will show up, like that. So for 6 months you don't see anything, so people will think that, oh, this person is wasting time, doing nothing, like that. But the roots are so strong, that bamboo is so strong, right? So that is what happens, like for devotional life too. Like that's what he was saying, like devotees should never get discouraged. Just as how the bamboo, it takes that much time, to get those strong roots, and it's all happening underground. We don't see anything outside. So, we may think that there's no progress being made. And he was telling that's why it is very important to follow our devotional values, the Vaishnava etiquette and all. Sometimes even within Vaishnava circles, we may feel that, like, oh, I'm doing everything seriously, but then the other person, is just taking it easy, but things are happening. Is it even required for me to follow these things? Like, we get those questions. But yeah, the message was, do not despair. All these things will bear fruit one day. So, it takes some time, like the gestation period, like they say. Yeah, but soon, this will yield good results. So that was the message. Okay. I just took a little diversion. Okay, this verse is a little tough. I didn't learn it myself. So any volunteers who want to recite this verse, please? Charu Mataji, you had raised your hand earlier. Do you want to try, Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji. I think I don't know this verse, but I'll give it a try.
Yeah, sure.
Yachitadhavavarjitam yashobhate jnanamalam niranjanam kutak punashashvadabhadrameshware nachapitam karma yudyapya karanam.
Very beautiful, Mataji. Tulsi Manji Mataji, you want to try?
Yes, Mataji.
Mm-hmm.
Naishkarmyamapi achyutabhavavarjitam najopate jnanamalam niranjanam kuta puna shashvadabhadram ishvare nacharpitam karma yadapya karanam.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. We'll read the meaning. Any volunteers who can read the meaning? Naishkarmyam api achyuta bhava varjitam. That means even though we, renounce everything, Naishkarmyam, but api achyuta bhava varjitam, but there is no devotion to the Lord. Na shobhate jnanam alam niranjanam. So it does not look well, transcendental knowledge, and niranjanam, free from designations. Kuta puna shashvat abhadram ishvare. What then is the use of fruitive activities? Nacha arpitam karmayad apyakaranam. So which are naturally painful from very beginning and transient by nature, if they're not utilized for the devotional service of the Lord. So that's what is being mentioned, that even if you engage, in Naishkarmyam, but you don't take to the devotional service, it's a big waste of time, right? Very beautiful verse. I need to learn this. Okay, anybody wants to recite this verse on Ganesha, which we learned from the Brahma Samhita?
Mataji, can I? This is Mukund.
Yeah, go ahead, Mukund. We have a
Mataji, should I recite?
yeah, go ahead, Mukund.
Okay, Mataji. यत्पादपल्लवयुगं विनिधाय कुम्भ द्वन्द्वे प्रणामसमये सगनाधिराज विघ्नान्विहन्तमलमस्य जगत्त्रयस्य गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Jai. I'm skipping the meaning for this verse. Anybody wants to recite this verse?
I will recite, Mataji.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Prabhu. Yeah, we are very few today, so you may get more chances. So.
Yes, Mataji. Nayad vachas chitra padam harereshu jagat pavitram praganita karhetu tadvayasam tirtamushanti manasa nayatra hamsa nirmanti ushikshaya.
Very beautiful, Prabhuji. Very nice. Anybody wants to take a jab at the meaning, what this verse means? Nayad Vachash Chitra.
We'll give it a try, Mataji.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just like the way the swans would not get along with the crows, similarly, the great scholars will find they will not try to get along with those who is not discussing about or talking about the Supreme Personality of God. Is it something like that?
Yeah, in some ways, Mataji, you got it, but there is a little difference in how this verse has been composed. Nayad Vachash Chitra Padam Hare Yasho. So Jagat Pavitram Pragranita Karhichita. There could be flowery Chitrapadam Hare Yasho. Nayad Vachas Chitrapadam. There is Vachas Chitrapadam. The words are flowery words are used, but Nayad Vachas Chitrapadam Hare Yasho. But Hare Yasho, the glories of the Supreme Lord have not been, the Supreme Lord has not been glorified with these words, but there is very beautiful flowery words. Jagat Pavitram Pragranita Karhichita. And it also is not is of no use, right, to the people when the Lord is not glorified, even though it may be a beautiful scripture, very flowery words, written with very flowery language. But Jagat Pavitram Pragranita, but it's of no use, it's not helping in purifying the raising the population to a higher level of consciousness. Tadvayasam tirtham ushanti manasa. So such kind of literature which does not discuss the glories of Hari and which is useless in that sense, if it does not discuss the glories, Jagat Pavitram Pragranita Karhichit. So it doesn't do any good to the population. Tadvayasam tirtham ushanti. So that place is, that kind of literature is considered a pilgrimage for crows. That's what Prabhupada says. Vayasam tirtham, pilgrimage for crows. Nayatra hamsa niramantu shikshaya. And pilgrimage, the swans, they don't take to these kind of places, right? The crows are sitting on all dirty places, garbage bins and all that. Nayatra hamsa niramantu shikshaya. So these people, hamsa will never, go to such place, read that kind of literature, but they look ushikshaya, they look for transcendental things. They don't look for such, nonsense literature which does not discuss the glories of Hari. Is that clear?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, no need to be sorry. It's, you had an idea of what it is speaking. It's just that it's a little differently interpreted here, right? Yeah. No need to be sorry. We are all learning. So anybody wants to recite this verse? Okay, let me recite, Sri Shudra Dvija Bandhunam Raina Shruti Gochara Karma Shreyasi Mudhanam Shreya Evam Bhavediha Iti Bharatam Akhyanam Kripaya Munina Kritam. Okay, this anybody wants to take, anybody wants to try the meaning for this? Sri Shudra Dvija Bandhunam Raina Shruti Gochara. What does that mean, the first two lines?
Women and low-born Shudra.
Yeah, Shudras. And Dvijabandhuna?
Dvijabandhu means initiation, Dvija means twice born.
Mm-hmm.
They will be purified by giving initiation, like that, Mataji.
Yeah, Dvijabandhunam is kind of the opposite. Like they may be of Brahminical descent, they may be born to Brahminical parents, but who do not have any Brahminical qualifications. So by birth, they may be, yeah. So Dvijabandhu, they may be of Brahminical background, but they don't have any such qualities. So Sri Shudra Dvijabandhunam Trai Na Shruti Gochara. So are they, what is being said? These three, they are Traina Shruti Gochara. So they are not well versed in any Shruti or in any kind of Vedic literature. Karma Shreyasi Mudhanam Shreya Evam Bhave Deva Iha. And even these people, who are involved in karmic activities, Karma Shreyasi Mudhanam Shreya Evam Bhave Iha. So thinking of the good, Shreya Evam Bhavediha, thinking of the good of these people, Iti Bharatam Akhyanam Kripaya Munina Kritam. So this Mahabharata literature, or tend to, was actually written for such classes of people, who are like Sri Shudra Dvijabandhunam, who are not very well versed, who are not intellectual in that sense. So this iti bharatam akyanam kripaya munina kritam. So here actually this, though it says bharatam, it is referring to the Srimad Bhagavatam, which has been composed is by the mercy of this sages that we get this Srimad Bhagavatam here, even though and the Sri Shudra and Dvija Bandhunam can take advantage of it. Okay, this is a beautiful verse. Anybody wants to recite?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, sure.
कृष्णे स्वदामोपगात धर्मज्ञानादिभिः कलौ नष्टादृशम् एषा पुराणार्को अधिनोदितः.
Yeah, you want to try the meaning, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. So when Krishna went to the Swadham, that is Goloka, Vrindavan, so he took Dharma and Jnana also. But for the souls in the Kali Yuga, just by accepting the Srimad Bhagavatam as compared to sun, like when we accept Bhagavatam, then everything like darkness goes away. Like when sun rises, automatically darkness. So similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam is given to us so that means Srimad Bhagavatam is non-different from Krishna, and it will enlighten to the spiritual path, Mother. Right.
Yeah, Kalau Nashta Drishamesha. In the Kali Yuga, Nashta Drisham, we don't have, we have lost our vision in the Kali Yuga, right? Because, Krishna has left the planet. So what is our, what can we resort to in this age? Puranarko adhunotitaha. So Krishna has taken this literary form, form of Bhagavata Purana. And this is what Krishna is giving us in Kali Yuga. It's a beautiful verse, about talking about how this Bhagavata Purana is nothing but an incarnation of Lord Krishna. This one, let's see this verse. Anybody wants to recite this verse?
Mataji, can I recite, Mataji? Idam Bhagavatam Nama Puranam Brahma Sammitam Uttama Sloka Charitam Chakara Bhagavan Rishi Nishreyasya Lokasya Dhanyam Swasta
Ayanam Mahat.
Dhanyam Swastya Ayanam Mahat.
Very nice. Thank you. You want to try meaning?
No, Mataji.
Okay. Anybody else wants to try?
Yes, Mataji. Should I try, Mataji?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Bhagavata Nama. So this Bhagavatam, which is like Purana, and it is told by Brahma that it is the topmost sloka, and also recited by the great rishis, and without much endeavor, though.
Okay, Prabhuji, I think that that was a great try, Prabhuji, but the meaning is a little different. Do you want to try the last line before I go ahead, Prabhu?
Dhanyam swasti ayanam mahat. Means dhanyam means thanksgiving. Swasti ayanam mahat. For this great Purana.
No worries, Prabhu, but that's a great try. Very nice try, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Idam Bhagavatam Nama. So this Bhagavatam, Puranam Brahma Samitam. Here this Brahma is referring to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this Purana is, composed by none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead, which describes actually, the Supreme Uttama Shloka Charitam. Uttama Shloka is the name for Lord Krishna, right? because we actually glorify Lord Krishna with the choicest, with the best of the verses, right? So Lord Krishna is called Uttama Shloka Charitam. It discusses the charitra of Uttama Shloka. Chakara Bhagavan Rishi. Chakara means which has been written by, okay, compiled by Bhagavan Rishi. So Bhagavan here, Rishi here is referring to whom? None other than Srila Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is the literary incarnation of Krishna, right? Nishreyasaya Lokasya. So what does it do? It is for the ultimate good of the Lokasya. Lokasya means of all the worlds. Dhanyam Swastyayanam Mahat. So it establishes victory and Swastyayanam peace. It gives all this, Dhanyam Swastyayanam Mahat. It's a, topmost literature which gives all these things. So that's what it is being mentioned in this verse. So we just, have to just remember that in this context, the Brahma Samitam, it is actually referring to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Is that okay? Chakara Bhagwan Rishi means it has been compiled by Srila Vyasadeva. Uttama Shloka means referring to Lord Krishna, Lord Krishna's Charitam. No, Bhagavatam is dealing with Lord Krishna's pastimes, life, activities, right? Nishreyasaya. Nishreyasaya means ultimate good. Shreya means like, ultimate good. Nishreyasaya Lokasya. Dhanyam Swastyayanam Mahat. So victory and, peace it gives. Okay, well, let me just go to the verse we learned today and let me recite it 3 times and then let's call it a night. Tasyaiva heto prayateta kovido na labhyate yad pramatamupadyadha tallabhyate dukkhavadanyata sukham kalena sarvatra gabhira ramhasa tasyaiva heto prayateta kovido na labhyate yad pramatamupadyadha तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यतः सुखं कालेन सर्वत्र गभीररंहसा तस्यैव हेतो प्रयतेत कोविदो न लभ्यते यद्भ्रमतामुपर्यतः तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यतः सुखं कालेन सर्वत्र गभीररंहसा. Okay, these 2 words, sarvatra we knew, kalena we knew in term of in course of time. Gabhira is referring to subtle. The way I try to remember is, Gambhira means very grave, that's the word we use, it, Gambhira. But it is missing an M in it. So it is Gabhira means it's the opposite of grave. That means which is very subtle. And Ramhasa is progress. I don't have a clue for this, but it's kind of a strange word, right? Ramhasa and progress. So somehow we can try to associate. At least if we get the meaning of the other words like Kalena Sarvatra, like we can guess Ramhasa means with something like with the progress of time, right? Like that we can make an educated guess there, right? Even if we forget the meaning of this one. So this one I thought Gambhira, the opposite Gabhira is subtle. There's some clue if it helps and us to remember, okay? I mean, I'm not saying that's the way to do it, but if it helps us to remember the words and the meaning. Anybody has any questions or comments? Okay, if there are no more questions or comments, we'll just, pause for today. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo koti vaishnavindakirana. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll meet again next week. Hare Krishna. I'm ending the call here.